Hey everybody, welcome back to Average Joe's Tech Reviews with your most average host, Joe. Welcome back. So, today's just a special review, been a request by one of the commenters from, I think it was my very first actual review video, which is the TIDBYT. So, I'm going to kind of give you the after view of having this thing for much longer than 6 months, but at least we can kind of discuss what I've thought about it. So, I put it up here on my bookshelf. It's been here for most of the time. What else can I say about it? Honestly, I don't pay attention too much. It's there. I see it in my Zoom meetings. I see it when I maybe make a video. I'll see it in the background. It looks nice. I may even turn around and look and see what's popping up there to see what the countdown says, the weather, the time of day, and when baseball season was going on, checking out my baseball scores. So beyond that, I've really enjoyed just having it. It's been a nice little device that just kind of highlights on the bookshelf here and looks nice behind me when I'm in Zoom meetings. And I mean, I have no complaints about it, to be quite honest. I have not had a single problem with this thing. It has not died on me. It has not flickered or have any issues. It has just been running perfectly. When the time comes for it to dim at night, I think I have it set from 10 o'clock at night to 7 in the morning where it goes into night mode. And all that does is set it up where it just has the clock, but it's real low powered and the clock is right there. And that's it. It's just the time and it's dim and it comes back on. I have not had to do anything with this device in concern or anything. It has been perfect. In a few minutes here, I will actually switch over to my phone and we'll walk through the app again, properly recorded on the iPhone with my voice. And I did record it earlier, so I'm going to be yawning a lot because I did it in the morning, so sorry. But beyond that, the TIDBYT, it's been for it being the type of product that it has been a pretty decent purchase. I mean, that's what it's up here for, to just be something that just kind of sits in your office or your bedroom or whatever, and you just want it to be the kind of nostalgic, kind of 8-bit Nintendo, whatever you want to call it, but it does all this stuff with no problem. So I haven't had any issues with it. I've actually been quite happy with this. Now I'll come sit down. So what I want to kind of say about it is, up there, ooh, there it is, right there. And that's kind of how it is on my Zoom meeting. So I think it's a worthwhile purchase. I've seen people say they want to have multiple of them and stuff like that. I think someone commented actually yesterday or last night asking if I would possibly do a side-by-side review with another similar device that's bigger, I guess, I don't know, I forgot, a Pivu something. But the thing is, I just don't have the money right now to go purchase it to review it. So, and honestly, I think at this point in my life, I've got to be careful what I'm buying and how much I'm. Oh yeah, there's my Christmas and birthday gifts for my kids. I got the Razor Crest and the Mandalorian N1 Starfighter, and then I have the Bad Batch over there. I don't take them off. I have some hair on my glasses. Sorry, guys. Yeah, so I gotta be careful what I buy to review it, because, in all honesty, I've got to be able to resell it if it's not something I'm actually going to keep and use for a long period of time. But I've really enjoyed having this in the background, just sitting there going through stuff. But let's go ahead and take a look at the app, shall we? All right, let's take a look at the TIDBYT app. I've been using this thing for about 6 months now, and honestly, over these 6 months, I have not really had to do much in the app. I mean, I think a month ago, a couple of the small apps in here were no longer supported, so they just kind of showed a blank screen on here. But as you can tell, I use a few things on here. I've got a couple weather apps. I got the main one up there, and then I have it kind of built into there's a clock built in here. Got my baseball news, got my Twitter feed, got some funny things like the arcade classics, photos that I uploaded that it translated into the format that goes on the screen there. Got my Google Calendar. Got the countdown to my wife's retirement. Let's see. My own Twitter. I've got the day-night map because it just looked cool. I do the flags because, why not? A photo that I took on my Sony camera that I decided to see how it would look on the with the low-quality bits and my MLB scores. But yeah, not too shabby. Like I said, it's very easy to use, and this really is one of those kind of set it and forget it products. Like, I kind of set up most of these more than 6 months ago and have not had a problem since. The only thing I criticize is sometimes, like on the ESPN News and my Bible verse of the day there, and even the Twitter, as it's scrolling through things, on the picture here you can see, but also when it's on the tidbit, sometimes it doesn't actually scroll through the entirety of what it's trying to show you, and it'll just move on to the next thing. And so it's kind of annoying that way. So if you're kind of looking like, oh, let me read along, and then it's like, bink, on to the next thing. I haven't found a way to change that. Like in ESPN News, I have the scroll speed set to slow. And, it just kind of slows down so you can read it a little easier. But as you can tell, there's no, option on how long the app will stay open. For the Bible verse of the day, there is no speed selection here. If you go in the settings, you can set your... Excuse me, I'm yawning a lot this morning. You can set your brightnesses and all that stuff, and, when it'll go into night mode, which is kind of cool. It'll just go into a standard low brightness clock mode and it doesn't do any. And then you have your app cycle speed, which mine's set to normal, and you have choice of quick, turbo, and plaid, from Spaceballs. So that's about it there. If we go push the plus button, you can see here's all the apps. They got some spotlighted ones here, like Phase of the Moon, Spotify. For some reason, I wasn't able to connect my Spotify on here, so haven't had much success there. But I also don't listen to Spotify in my house much. I usually listen to Spotify when I'm driving, listen to my podcasts and stuff like that. So I don't really listen to it here in the house. So I'm not too concerned about having it showing what I'm listening to because I don't really do it. But you got your different options up here: home, live, work, entertainment, and create. And, you just got some fun stuff here. You got TRAMBYT. Looks like, it deals with trams and stuff like that. You got women's soccer, random colors. Oh, there you go. For anybody that's interested in coding. Oh, the Please Stand By looks pretty funny. I think I might add that. I'm going to add that. There it is at the bottom. That's awesome. I just think it looks cool. Because that's the thing with this. If it looks cool and it just makes you laugh or makes you smile, why not? Paraland. Don't know what that is. Movie night coming soon. Lord of the Rings. Oh, it looks like we're Lord of the Ring quotes. That's interesting. Ooh, Hubble. No image. It looks like that one's not working. That's right, because I think that was one I had put up there and it wasn't working. That one in the ISS tracker. Oh, that's hilarious. There's a Yule log. Who am I to say no to something cool like that? See, there's things you can add. It's just fun. Again, this device is made to be fun. It's made to be interesting and make you just, have a good time. Baseball one that I used to have right here, see that little clock? That shows that for some reason the connection's not working, so I had to delete that out and put the other baseball one in there. But you got all kinds of sports stuff here. You got clocks, the day-night map, which I have. You saw that. And you just have some fun stuff here. Just for fun. I do have the arcade classics. I do not have Nyan Cat. I do not have the Digital Rain. Wasn't that interested. DVD logo. I think I had that on there for a little bit, but it was meh. Super Mario Kart is cute. But all kinds of fun stuff. I've added some new things here since I last looked. Test pattern. Yeah, I like that other test pattern better. It was much cooler. So, let's see. Should I... Fido. That looks weird. Okay, community highlights, phase of the moon. So yeah, and then you can go up here and go to live, where you get like a lot of real live stuff. So like your weather, your transit stuff, depending on if you live in a major metropolitan area, which I don't, so don't really worry about that. Used to live in DC, probably would have been helpful back then, but not really. Got some of this planet Earth stuff. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, a bunch of stuff's not working. Notice the cloud button there, the clock button. Driving. Yeah. Oh, gas prices for Costco. Look at that. That's a new one. Let's see. Gaming, NES quotes, trivia, Steam. Again, I have Steam, but why? That one just is like, whatever. Learn something new. Duolingo. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Space. James Webb Space Telescope pictures. Next launch for whatever we're launching from America. Astro pick of the day. Near Earth objects. My wife would love that. She's such a space person because, well, she's the Space Force. She knows soon. Oh, there's so yeah, Spot the Station was the one that wasn't working, but here we have ISS tracker. Yeah, so pretty interesting. Smart home. I have not tried the smart home stuff, but I don't see anything that really works with my stuff, so whatever. Then you have work, and that's where you can get your stocks, crypto stuff, news reports, productivity. Like I said, I've got my Google Calendar tied to it. Oh, I should totally do my Todoist because I have a Todoist. All kinds of fun stuff, developers, level up, schedule. So I got a lot of that stuff already. Then you have your entertainment, where, again, you can have your Spotify. Let's see, just for fun, which we already saw some of that stuff. Your social, Twitch, Roblox, Kickstarter. I mean, I have YouTube and Twitter, but I think my current YouTube account, I don't know if I can tie it to it yet. I haven't tried yet. Maybe someday. See if it works. And create. And this is where you can kind of create your own stuff. So you can either create your own messages, your own vertical message. I don't know what TIDBYT is. You can make your own photos like I've showed you before. Just upload a photo. Wanted poster, you just throw a photo in there. You got your cool calendars and countdown clocks and all that fun stuff. Yeah, so like I said, nothing has changed much, as in it. There's some added things, but what I mean is, like, I've got a few of the annoying things that I'm like, oh, I wish it would do this better, like with the Bible verse of the day or maybe the ESPN news. But beyond that, the apps, the main app still works. You can find some really fun stuff, and it's just fun to do. So, toodaloo. Hey, we're back. Hopefully me doing the app made a lot of sense. Sorry for the yawning. I was tired and just kind of sitting there doing it. So I'm enjoying just using my phone on this Manfrotto holder right here. You're probably getting real annoyed. Sorry about that. And the fact that, like, I look like I'm constantly looking in this direction because, here's my phone screen and then here's the camera. So it's like, it's weird because I'm kind of looking at myself. So sorry about that. Maybe if I don't know, hold it in this hand. Hey, it does look weird. But beyond that, like I said, I think it's a great purchase. It's a great nostalgic device to have, to be able to set it up however you want with pictures, stats, live stuff. I mean, whatever you want to use it for. And what I love about it is the fact, like I said in the first review, I can unplug that, take it wherever I want, set it up in another room. I mean, I'm not exactly going to travel with that thing, so I'm not going to take it with me to a hotel and be like, that's just weird. But I could take it, put it anywhere in the house, and it automatically loads up as if I never did it. Like, basically, it just saves whatever I had in there. So I don't have to go in the app. I don't have to reset anything. It just, boom, it's up and running, and it's good to go. And I think that's really cool. So that's it. This is not a long video. This is just a, hey, hoo, ha, hoo, look what's been happening. I am excited for the stuff we'll be looking at over the next few weeks. In fact, one of them is on the floor right now running. This wonderful device here, which has been keeping from the sound of the children from hopefully coming through. But this device, the Snooze, I actually have two versions of this device. This is the plug-in style, and then I have well, they're both plug-in style. But this one is, permanent plug, and then I have a USB-C Snooze up in the bedroom. that I use for when I'm sleeping. So one I can take travel with me, and one stays here in the office for when I'm doing meetings, and so not too shabby. So I've got that. Oh, and I've got upcoming. I've got this case for the iPad Pro first gen. Well, I think it can fit most iPad Pros, but I have a first gen iPad Pro. So I'll talk about this case and keyboard here. So there's at least a couple items on the docket, at least for now. I don't know if I've got anything else to really be excited. Oh, that's right. I have excuse me. I've got a travel Wi-Fi router that I picked up after seeing a video about it, about how, to help protect yourself when you're like in hotels and traveling, and you can, number one, use this router to come off of whatever Wi-Fi or whatever you're going to use, but also it has the ability to program into it your VPN, like I use ExpressVPN for when I'm traveling. So yeah, so that's about it. I think that's all I got. So beyond that, I hope everyone is doing great. It's still the new year. January ain't over yet. So that's all I got. This is Average Joe saying peace out.